And for today, I want to share an extremely important skill set that is common across high performers and people who seem to be living very happy and fulfilling lives, right? So this is Seek Clarity, and this comes from Brendon Burchard, a high performance coach. So the quality is Seek Clarity. So high performers and people who seem to be living very happy and fulfilled lives seem to be constantly seeking clarity, with respect to who they are, know thyself, and who they want to be in future, their future self, and social setting, skill sets, service, right? So 4 areas: self, social setting, skill sets, and service, right? So they're constantly seeking clarity with respect to who they currently are, like their strengths and weaknesses, as thoroughly as possible, and also where they want to go, like beyond their current skill sets and their current self, a future self, because you want to strive to a better self always, right? So they seem to be constantly seeking clarity about that all the time, and they seem to be spending more time on that. The second aspect is social setting. So how do you see yourself in a social setting? I mean, how you want to treat people in your family, people in your friend circle, people in your professional connections, and how you want to be treated, right? If you, let's say, you want to treat people with respect, you want to offer a lot of value, you want to be loving, and you want to be compassionate, you want to be a good listener, and you want to be respected because you're such a good person, because you are very helpful, and you want to be loved and things like that. So clarity in a social setting, with your family members, with your professional connections, with your friends, and even beyond that, your community, in large. Third one is skill sets. What are the skill sets that you need to develop to go where you want to go, right? What are the top 3 skill sets that you need to develop, and do you have them on your schedule? If it's not on your schedule, then they may not be real goals, right? So what are the skill sets that you need to develop to go where you want to go, let's say 3 to 6 months or a year or 2 from now? And the last one is service. Service is basically, how do you want to be of value? How you want to add value to your family members or your community or your professional connections, your organization, or all of this, right? It could be something as simple as a parent to a child, or a child to a parent, or a child to a grandparent, right? Or to your social circle, to your community. It could be, or it could be something large. So how you want to be valuable, what kind of value you want to add. Have you taken time out to get clarity on that? So these are 4 aspects of seeking clarity, which are common across high performers and people who are extremely happy and fulfilled. They seem to have the spark and the inspiration to constantly keep going, because they are very, very intentional about all the settings, because these 4 areas covers almost all aspects of your life. So they are constantly driven by intentions, right? Versus being on autopilot and random. So I just thought I'll share that. And I want to share another story, right? This is a story of a high performer, right? It's a lady. She's wildly successful, and she has a wonderful family, kids, a husband, very, very high levels of success, but she was miserable. So she was confused, and she went to a coach, and they had a conversation, and then they figured out that she had lost clarity on who she wanted to be in future, her future self, and she had no intentions on how she wanted to behave in a social setting, how she wanted to treat others, and how she wanted others to treat her. And she had no clarity on her goals, professional goals, and what are the skill sets that she needs to develop, like how she wants to grow, and and her service, the value that she wants to add. So she basically lost clarity on all these aspects, and as a result of that, she was miserable in spite of being wildly successful and having a good family, good husband, good kids, all of that. So what she did is she figured out her goals, and she figured out the skill sets that she needed to develop, and she put all those skill sets in her schedule, and she started pursuing learning the skill sets. Just a simple tweak completely changed her internal state. Like, this is something so simple, and it was a needle mover for her, and she got back the spark and the drive. Most of it she got it back. So she was surprised, as being so rational and intelligent, she was not able to figure out this simple tweak. Figure out the fact that such a simple tweak, like incorporating something that she needed to learn to move towards her goal and seeking clarity on her future self, something as simple as that can drastically improve her inner state and her well-being and all of those things. So this story is a reminder of constantly seeking clarity on all these four aspects, right? Self, then social, skill sets, and service, right? So because it's common across all the high performers and people who are happy and driven and they have the spark, right? So let me know if this was useful, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.